Today, my guest is Julian Watkins. He's a TedX speaker. He's a lawyer, a stand-up comedian, and an award-winning battle rapper. He is a keynote speaker and also does public speaking courses. He's probably the most qualified person that's ever come in this studio. But he's also just one of my good friends. I hope you enjoy the episode. I moved in about a year ago, and you came up, it was either October or November of last year.
Yep.
You were my second ever podcast I ever did. The room was completely different.
Yeah.
And then we went and got wings at the bar next door.
Yep.
And it was, yeah.
Yeah, this was way different.
Yeah.
The desk was over here,
Yep.
crammed in the corner.
Yeah. I didn't realize, but it was about a year ago. So it was like,
Crazy.
I'm going to have to have you back like every
year.
to, just to show you the updates. Man, tonight got rough.
What did I say that would bring up those pictures? I forgot.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. All right. No. Actually, those pictures weren't for you. Those pictures are, but they're like, they're all in the, yeah, they're all in the shuffleboard or whatever of it, and
Okay.
the slideshow.
So I remember saying music festivals, but
Yeah. So I've got stuff. I can skip ahead of some of these. This is what I had for Nick earlier because he says he likes playing instruments, and so we said which we were trying to figure out which one's the best between drums, guitar, and piano.
that guitar's bugging me.
Why is it buggy? Because it's
the shadow shows that it's sitting.
yeah,
like this.
it's sitting. Yeah. You're the only. Well, of course he didn't notice that he's blind, but it's funny that I didn't even think about it. I made these like 2 days ago with my son, and he was like, "I want them all to be like flat," and I was like, "Okay," and so we worked on making them flat together, but yeah, I didn't even notice. Which one do you have a preference? Do you know which one you think is the best out of these three?
Oh, out of those three?
Yeah. Or I mean, if you can come up with
Best
a better
in what
one.
sense?
I would say like the most influential instrument in human history.
Oh, well, it would have to be the piano.
Really?
Influential
Okay.
in history?
Well, I would say, yeah. I mean,
because then you got Beethoven, Mozart, Bach, all of that.
can I tell you what? Drums.
Okay.
100% drums. Because I feel like the drum has to be the first instrument.
Are we
Right?
talking just those drums, or like are we talking like djembes?
I mean, any
and-
drums,
Oh,
drums
okay.
of any kind. Because you've got to think, I mean, like the very first time someone wanted to keep beat, they
Yeah.
probably like slapped their thigh, which is like percussion, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a drum.
Depends on the thigh.
Yeah, I guess so. Some people sound hollow. It's not.
Yeah, okay. Drums, okay, because I mean, with storytelling and African history and okay, I could see
around
that.
like a
I could see an
campfire
argument.
or something. Drums. Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't feel like guitar came around for a very long time.
Yeah, no, not unless it's like like a ute or uke or whatever those old
yeah.
But that doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. And then pianos.
Wonderwall was never played.
yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah. Wonderwall. We'll skip past some of these. Oh, so he said he was into fitness, and so I said, okay, well, which one of these is the best? Keg throwing, goat yoga, or ribbon dancing?
Damn, that's tough too.
Best overall judge of fitness.
Overall judge of fitness?
Yes. Scottish Highland keg throwing, goat yoga, or professional ribbon dancing.
I think it's got to be the keg throwing. I mean,
Really?
of actual fitness. What's your definition of fitness?
Well,
Like
see,
strength?
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like to judge how athletic someone is.
If we're talking
Is it
mental
brute?
fitness, it's goat yoga.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, overall fitness would probably be professional ribbon dancing. You have to be flexible. You have to be like strong, but you also have to have good cardio because you're like dancing around and waving a 6-foot ribbon the entire time, right?
I guess I haven't seen enough ribbon dancing.
Well, I just mean like it's an Olympic sport. I don't think goat yoga or keg throwing is an Olympic sport. Or maybe it might not be an Olympic sport. I might have just I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah,
you know,
I
I've
mean,
seen
I could
gymnastics.
see that being an Olympic sport.
I could see that just being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And for whatever reason, it's ridiculously hard.
That girl, I mean, what she's doing there is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
difficult. I
even that
can't do that.
lunge. Even that lunge, yeah. I could never. My entire hamstring would just rip in half if I attempted that. And then the goat yoga, I mean, that's good endurance strength, I would guess. And maybe mental focus.
Get the core. Yeah, you're getting your core in. Yeah,
And you have a hooved animal on top of you.
yeah, that's true.
I feel like the throwing, while difficult, probably isn't the best overall. Like,
It's true. You could probably drink beer and you probably have to drink beer.
yeah, I was about to say you have to drink the keg before you can throw it. You know.
That's true. The drunker you get, the easier it is to throw it because
Yeah.
the keg's emptier.
Okay, we'll skip
What
the.
is all right?
Yeah, he's a vegan, so I was. Yeah,
Pass.
yeah, I know.
Hard pass.
Okay, well, it's almost Halloween. We can get into this. Best classic Halloween costume.
The Klans member.
Where?
obviously.
I was gonna say
KK Casper. Over there.
KK Casper. No, I mean, okay, so I told Nick this earlier, but I feel like if your kid wants to be a ghost for Halloween, they have depression. Like, they need Lexapro.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like I'm sad, we're poor, I don't care,
That's
whatever,
true.
I just want candy. I feel like if your kid wants to be a vampire, there might be a sexual predator.
Okay. Next sucking.
Are you with me on that? Like the whole thing about a vampire is like, oh, hey, let me charm you, let me get close to you, and then as soon as your guard's down, attack. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like, and it's just like, oh, I have this constant urge. I have to always like hunt and feed. That's total sexual predator vibes. And then the werewolf, I feel like, is at least a decent person 29 days a month, right? It's just the one full moon that
Yeah.
he's like, oh no. And he like at least tries to fight it,
Uh-huh.
you know? And then he probably feels bad about what he's done. I don't feel like anybody else. I don't know. Werewolf?
I'm sure, yeah, the werewolf has like post-wolf clarity or something. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
I
the
don't know.
best.
I don't know what that has to do with the costumes, but this is just the psychology of who wears these costumes is what I've been breaking down. I didn't even realize that has nothing to do with the actual costume. I'm just like, who's the person on the inside?
What does this costume say about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The best costume, I would have to go with the werewolf.
It is pretty, I mean, it's classic.
It's pretty classic. I mean, you're completely covered. You don't have to wear makeup like a vampire. And also, you're not going to get your ass kicked for being confused as a Klansman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You need a sign that says, I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I'm a ghost. I promise. Promise I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost and I have a black friend.
What's the best candy to get in a Halloween sack? So you have kids now.
Yeah.
So do you do what I do, and after a little bit,
Yep.
Caesar gets his piece?
Oh, yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
At night, I just take what I think she's not going to miss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or what there's like multiple of.
What are you going for? If you have, I mean, best choice of Halloween candy, you have the pick.
Honestly, I like the Milk Duds are usually one of my go-tos.
Really?
Yep. I usually take all the Milk Duds because my daughter can't eat those anyway because they're too chewy. So
Good dad.
that's an easy
right there.
That's an easy choice. Yeah. So I'd say the Milk Duds and, oh man, for a second, I like the Snickers.
Yeah, I love I love Snickers and I love
Yeah.
Twix, but well, I saved the Reese's for my kids. I saved the Kit Kats for my kids.
Same.
I'll eat a Snickers because they're iffy on peanuts,
Yep.
but I will always eat the Heath bars because they hate those.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it.
I love the Heath bars too. You're right.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good one.
now they get stuck in my teeth because I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy how your snacks preferences change as you become a dad because you just eat the
the leftovers.
bullshit that
Yeah.
nobody else wants.
You know how many sour straws I've had just because I was like,
Dude, I had a butterscotch the other day.
oh, like a Werther's original.
I do fuck with butterscotch.
Yeah, it's pretty
but
good.
I did want the watermelon Jolly Rancher, but I left that for my daughter.
Do you know what the difference between caramel and butterscotch is?
I don't.
It's just white sugar or brown sugar.
That makes sense.
I had no idea until
yeah,
somebody
I learned
asked me that,
something
and
new
I was
today.
like, yeah, of course No, I don't. I don't know what that is.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I have no idea. I just knew they were different, but very close. I don't know which one's the best though. Like, are you going for the chocolate candies, or are you going for like the sugary Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Laffy Taffies?
Both.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm like, I'll get like a couple of each because I have to satisfy like both urges. Like I'll get like a Starburst and a Snickers or something like that, or a little bag of Skittles and a Snickers.
I like. I don't know. I would definitely go chocolate over sugary stuff. I don't.
I do like the Laffy Taffies though.
Yeah.
But I like the old school. Do you remember the watermelon ones that had the seeds in them?
Yeah,
Dude,
I do
those
remember
were
those.
so on point. The seeds had to like give us cancer or something
Oh,
because
they
they don't
had to
sell
be
them. They
toxic.
don't put the seeds in there anymore.
No.
There's something about it that we just don't get those anymore. But every week I drive home and I stop. I make a couple stops because I'm driving late, 2-hour drive, and I stop and I get pumpkin seeds and a drink, and then I stop at Perryville and I get the Laffy Taffy before I get back. Either the watermelon if they have it or the grape. So,
Man.
but no seeds anymore.
That's insane. I don't remember. Yeah, that is one of those weird things. Like I told somebody the other day, do you remember when we were younger, the KC Masterpiece barbecue Lays? They're just gone.
Yeah.
They're not a thing anymore. And there was one of those things that popped up in my head and I was like, "Oh, I loved those. Where'd they go?"
Yeah.
And it's just they're gone.
Dude,
Nope.
all the best things are gone. The Mandarin Altoids, the little sour Altoid thing.
Yo!
So good. And they're gone. And they're gone. And the Texas Grill Frito like chips. They were like a square, a
Yes.
rectangle with the grill marks.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are
to
gone.
prove that they were actually grilled.
grilled. Yeah, we actually grilled these corn chips.
That's probably
I
the
don't know.
problem. They're fucking in there with just painting on chips and feeding them to children to pretend they're grilled. But yeah, no more. Dude, all the best stuff.
It's just one by one. One by one, they're taking it.
That's
Did
how
you
they-
ever
that's
go
how
to a
they get
house
you.
that gave you popcorn balls? These things?
I love popcorn balls, and my grandma would make popcorn balls. So I never went to a house that gave them.
Oh, really?
I did go to a house that gave me and my brother, there was like 5 kids in the whole town that got these candy apples.
Oh.
But they were
I
the
used to love
cinnamon
those.
candy apples. Have you ever seen this? It's like a red shell, and it's like a hard cinnamon candy on an apple. Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah, I wish. One of these days. One of these.
But no, it's like a hard cinnamon candy. It's like, you know those little cinnamon disc candies?
Uh-huh.
It's like that around an apple.
I feel like I've
And it
seen
was
a picture.
fucking disgusting. I never ate
was disgusting?
I got it every year and I never ate it once. Never took a bite.
I don't think I ever ate the popcorn ball. I think I got them a couple times and I would just be like,
I have 2 at my house waiting on me that I'm trying to that my daughter's gonna forget about.
that's the whole thing. You just got to make it. You just got to make it like 48 hours and then it all just disappears.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Once they forget about it.
Do you like Halloween movies at all?
No, I don't do movies at all. I haven't watched TV since 2012, really.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a weirdo, dude.
I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to cut it out because I realize like most everything I watch, I regret anyway. Like I'm like, why did I waste my time with that?
Yeah, that's how I felt, and it was just I spent my time doing so many other things. Like that's why I have so many fucking hobbies and projects. Yeah.
I want to do stuff. All right, so I asked you before you came on to give me a list of things that you like, and we kind of messed around with a couple topical things, but these are some questions I kind of came up for you. I don't know if you said you were into music festivals.
Yeah.
So which one would you say is the best? Stagecoach, Bonnaroo, or Coachella?
Funny enough, I've not been to any of these.
Okay.
But I like the smaller music festivals. There's some bluegrass festivals I've been to, and then my favorite is Summer Camp Music Festival, which actually just had its last year. I think this past year was the last summer that they're doing it, and it's been going for like 20-something years now. And I went for about 8 years straight, but it was up near Peoria, Illinois, and it was 3 days, like 90 bands and like 7 different stages. It's just amazing, and you go throw up a tent, camp out for 3 days, and it was pretty awesome.
I've never been to any music festival,
Yeah.
So I was really hoping that you would know something. I don't know anything about it. I just Googled music festivals, and these were the 3 names that came up. And I was like, okay, I'll just put these in there.
They are it's like the coolest place on earth. I mean, it's basically a bunch of people on drugs and nobody judging anybody. Like, I saw a guy just like rubbing his face in the grass, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like, he looks like he's having fun.
He's having a good time.
And he did it for like 20 minutes, and he just got up and walked away. I was like, all right.
I would like to have been him, to just be like, he's just in his own moment, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, he just kind of like, wait a minute. And I like looked around and like, oh, I've been doing this a while.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's just, there's the craziest shit that you see, and it's just, like I said, the most fun-loving place. I don't even go for the music. I just go for the people and the vibes. It's pretty awesome.
That sounds like fun.
Dude, one day so it was raining the whole weekend that we were there this one weekend. So the tents are just gross. Everything's disgusting. And there were these people camping near us. And so this guy just like gets naked and starts showering in the rain and just like soaps his body all up, and none of us give a fuck. Like, dude, we're just like, okay, whatever. That looks like actually it's probably a good idea because none of us have showered for 2 days. Dude, he gets soaped up, rain fucking shuts off and doesn't start back up at all. Like, it was done raining for the weekend, and he's just standing there just soaped up. So we ended up like having to like take bottles of water and like rinse this.
Just rinse him off.
It was one of my favorite memories ever, because it was as soon as he just got fully soaped, it was just like, nope, like, you're done.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not a huge music person.
Yeah.
So like, I just don't. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, it seems like it's all hot and sticky and just loud. And it's like everything I hate. It's just like really crowded. And I just don't know if I could ever, like, I don't know if I could ever relax enough to just be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen it. When we were in Austin this summer, I was there with a whole bunch of comedian friends. And the last night we were there, they're like, hey, we got to go see this band or whatever, and it was like a jam band.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was getting into. And I could tell that everybody else was having a good time, and I'm like, okay. And then like they would start doing stuff, and I'm like, what? No, you lost me. I liked that song, and now you're doing like something weird.
20
like
other songs.
Yeah. Like now it's like, you guys, wait. Everyone's now playing a different song at the same time.
It's like now you're all 5 playing the drum set.
Yeah, and everybody was just kind of like dancing and vibing to it, and I was just in the back of the room like, I would like to go home. Like, this is loud and it's late, and I was just so dad mode. Like, I felt like a chaperone. Like, I was just sitting there watching everybody.
It's like, all right, kids.
Come on.
It's time to go. We'll get Dairy Queen on the way home.
Well, no, that was it. I told them we were at a concert, and I told them I was like, hey guys, I gotta watch my money or whatever. And I was like, but I tell you what, if you guys want to go, I'll drive. You guys can drink, and I'll drive us back. And but you have to buy me like dinner. You have to buy me like Whataburger or something on the way back. They were like, deal.
Yeah.
Best
Perfect.
night ever. Yeah. I was perfectly
that's awesome.
fine with that. That's why I think I can't wait for my kids to get older so we can hang out more.
Yeah.
Because like I legitimately like hanging out with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that they're young because it's like I can't wait for you to be older so we can do more stuff to like
Yeah.
go let me show you some of my favorite stuff.
Like do real people things.
Yeah. Like I get it. The movie with the talking rabbit is fun and all, but wait till I can show you a comedy club. Like wait till we're hanging out at 2 a.m. in the green room, you know, like
Yeah.
that's the stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I'm terrified for my kids to grow up, but I'm excited. It's like you want them to, but you don't at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
I get memories now, like every day on, you know, Facebook or Instagram, and you see pictures of your kids when they were little.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh,
Yeah, dude.
where did that go? We have like a wall in our house with their heights on it. And I had my son stand up against it today, and it was like this far from where it was the last mark was, and this is the top of his head. And I was just like, how? When? You
You're
know?
like, damn, I'm inconsistent at taking heights.
It was like over a year ago. I was like, oh man, we are not. There was one line that like went like that, like it was like crooked, because like my hand slipped as I was marking it. And I was like, ew, sorry, guys. You can still very clearly see it. Some of them have been like kind of worn off though over the years, which is sad. But it's also, it's kind of cool. It's one of those things like if we ever moved, I would probably like pry that piece of wood out.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm taking that.
We've still got mine at my grandparents' house with all of me, my cousins, and my brother. Like,
that's pretty awesome.
All of our heights on my grandparents' wall there. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, you said you're into 90s music, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to try to find which 90s album is the best. Okay? Nirvana, Nevermind, NWA, Straight Outta Compton, TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, and NSYNC, No Strings Attached.
Oh, dude.
I mean, there are some bangers in there. Like
there are some bangers. Funny enough, I'm not a Notorious B.I.G. fan at all. I'm a Tupac guy. I love Tupac. So yeah, probably one of my favorites would be All Eyes on Me by Tupac. Would probably be my favorite album of the 90s.
Okay.
But yeah, no, these are some dope ones. Actually, it's so hard to pick a good 90s album because there were so many. I mean, they had their big hits, but then there's so much trash like on the album.
Yeah.
So like there was so much garbage.
I think, I mean, if I'm being honest, when I grew up in the 90s, I think I would have bought NSYNC first. But
yeah,
as I've gotten older, I've realized like how that's the absolute worst choice on the board right there.
Is it? I'd probably go TLC first on this one, and then
really,
yep. And then
you didn't think Crazy Sexy Cool? You didn't like that?
No, I'd go that. That'd be my favorite on this.
On
your
this favorite.
List.
Oh.
That'd be my favorite, and then Straight Outta Compton, then NSYNC. Yeah.
Really? So I think
The Chronic was good too, dude. Yeah.
I think I gotta go The Chronic, Nirvana, and then probably NWA. I don't know. Crazy Sexy Cool though. So everyone had that.
Yeah.
You know,
I have
everyone
a T-shirt
had
with Crazy Sexy Cool on it.
Yeah, I think it's still on my iPod. Yeah. Like it's still like I think I have a really old. I think my phone has it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
that one's a pretty.
Sexy Cool is a good one.
That's hard,
dude. The Forrest Gump soundtrack.
That's it.
It's so good.
It is good.
It is so good.
That movie
one
is
of the best. It's so good.
It's such a banger.
It's my favorite movie of all time. Right before The Breakfast Club.
It has everything.
Yeah. Yep.
It has everything.
Is the perfect movie. There's you can't beat it.
There was oh man, I can't remember it. Oh no, that's gonna bother me all day. But there was another. Have you ever seen the movie Without a Paddle?
No.
It has like Seth Green, Dax Shepard, and some. It's got whatever. It's like a buddy comedy. They go
I've
camping, get
seen
lost in the woods.
Yeah.
Best soundtrack.
Really?
Just some bangers.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
without a
like
paddle.
I didn't think so, but I mean,
Jamie,
yeah. Hey, go ahead. Hey, Margaret, go ahead and pull up without a paddle.
Mom,
Mom.
pull it up.
Yeah, that's even better. What if I just like, babe, just
Hold
go
on.
my kids.
Mom, what was that soundtrack?
Yeah. Mom, the soundtrack. Oh, okay. So you said you like karaoke, and I don't ever do karaoke,
yes.
so I don't really get it. But like, I had to come up with like, okay, what songs would I think? And these songs I think I've heard at karaoke more than ever. So which one would you?
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah. Okay, the best karaoke song: Bee Gees, "Staying Alive," Killers, "Mr. Brightside," Earth, Wind and Fire, "September." And then Neil Diamond's "Sweet Caroline."
It's hard to beat Sweet Caroline with karaoke. I actually did that in a karaoke bar in Japan whenever I went there.
Yeah.
And it's such a feel-good song, and you know people are going to sing along and help you out. So you don't really have to be a good singer to sing Sweet Caroline, which is...
Oh yeah, it's not even about Sweet Caroline. It's about. I mean, it's not even about the lyrics. It's about the bum bum.
That's
bum.
it.
And the
Yeah.
so good. I can't tell you the number of times I've been drunk in a bar and it's just sweet. You know what I mean? I hate singing, but it's such a fun song to sing with other people, just in a dive bar at 1 a.m. You know, like it's a good time.
It is a good time.
That's why I got to put that up there. I think that when Earth, Wind, and Fire starts, when September starts, I dare you to be in a bad mood. You know, that trumpet comes in, you know, like that. Like,
it's such a good song. I love Earth,
it's
Wind,
such a
and Fire.
good song. You're like, oh man, this is such a good song. This song slaps so hard.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Brightside, I've sang again. Like they play it at like stadiums and
I'm
stuff.
trying to piece it together in my head. I know the song, but I can't think of it right now. Like the melody.
Yeah,
you don't have to sing it.
okay.
I know
You're
don't
like,
want
please
to.
don't.
I know you don't want to.
I really don't, but I was like, okay.
Mr. Brightside.
I can. I mean,
Mom.
yeah. We really need somebody. I don't know. Well. Anyway, and then Staying Alive. That's
Staying Alive. Yeah.
The other one. I don't know. I think. I mean, I gotta go with Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
I gotta go with.
Well, the other ones are so hard to sing. Like that's the thing. Like,
yeah, that's true.
they're not easy. I play.
Yeah, they are pretty high pitched.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I play in a band and we do some Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And our guitarist has the craziest high pitched voice, and there's no way I could sing any of those songs. Like they're just Earth, Wind, and Fire is a hard one.
That's how you can tell I've never done karaoke. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Honestly, recently Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Okay.
I like that one. And then It's the End of the World as We Know It by REM.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of lyrics, and I learned them in 7th grade, and I've never forgotten them. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this because, nobody else is, so.
Yeah. That is wild.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun one.
That would be a hard one. It would be up there with, makes me think of like We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how many, that's a long song too, isn't it?
It's 3 verses, I think, on It's the End of the World as We Know It. Yeah, I think it's 3 verses, but it's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Yeah. And none of it makes sense.
No.
Like, it's not really connected. Like,
that just gives me...
one of the lyrics is like, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom. I'm pretty sure. So that's the kind of lyricism we're working.
The fact that you remember that. Why is it that certain things stick with us?
I don't know.
Why is it that...
Dude, my memory's crazy, though. Like, I have a pretty, like, solid long-term memory. Short-term's ass. Like, my short-term memory is garbage. But, yeah, my memory of things from when I was a child and anything college is, like, damn near photographic. It's crazy.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
How do you... I mean, How do you think your brain takes something from short term to long term?
Dude, I don't know.
Because there's a window,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like how long? A week? Is that short term memory, or is that starting to be long term memory? A month?
Yeah, I don't know what would be
6 months, a year. Where does it transfer? 24 hours.
I'm sure there's scientists that.
Yeah, if you're a scientist, let us know in the comments. They're like, you would never understand it. You would never. Okay, man, I'm not used to having sunglasses, so like, it's kind of harder for me to see. All right, so you said that you're into, you really like Korean food.
Yeah.
Right? Do you mess around with like Thai or Indian food at all?
Yeah, dude. I mess around with all like ethnic foods and I say that because we are from a place that we don't get these kinds of things.
Yeah.
So, anytime I come to St. Louis or anytime I'm anywhere other than where we live, I'm getting something on this list here.
I just recently got into Indian food.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
It's so good.
So
it's
good.
so good. Within 6 months, never had it. I mean, I'd had naan before, but
yeah,
the chicken tikka masala and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
My go-to is the lamb vindaloo is with Indian food. And one of my buddies in college was Indonesian, and we would go to some Indian food spots, and he'd introduce me to some shit. And,
I love it.
So good.
I used to get Thai food a lot.
And the samosas.
Oh yeah. I don't know a ton about I don't know a ton of Korean food, but I've had bulgogi before, and it was so good.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. It's like it just came out of it didn't come out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know. Who knows where this stuff came from?
Have you guys heard about Korea?
Yeah. Apparently there's this whole other place.
There's two of them.
There's two of them. One of them doesn't like us. I don't know what we did. But
one of them has terrible food.
Yeah. But the other ones has the best food. You definitely. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about this Korea place, but part of it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, I made bulgogi, and dude, I'm a pretty good cook, and I can guess what's in most stuff. Yeah. But there's no way part of this recipe is a smashed up pear.
Yeah,
that
you told
just
me about that
marinate
earlier.
the beef in, and it's like I didn't even know you cooked with pears. Like I didn't even know it was a thing. So, but it was amazing. It's so good. And the thing I actually get the most is like the least Korean on it. It's just spicy pork. Like that's how most of the things are named on the menu. It's like spicy beef, spicy pork, and then there's bulgogi and shit like that. But the spicy pork with kimchi is my go-to.
Spicy pork with kimchi. Okay, well that's gonna be my next go-to.
It's so good.
See, I love trying new stuff, but the problem is like where we live.
Yeah, it's so hard.
There's nothing.
There's an Indian food spot that just moved into one of the places. I'll show you where it's at.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
We'll go Saturday night after the show.
Yeah. After the VFW.
Yeah.
We'll need a
prime rib dinner.
We'll need an ethnic cleanse after that. That's,
I don't think ethnic cleanse. I don't.
It's gonna be real white.
Well,
an ethnic detox of some sort. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We'll find a better word for it. Oh, but yeah, it's gonna be real
VFW,
white.
And then I wanted to ethnic cleanse.
It's gonna get real white.
Woo! Okay.
Eric's sweating.
Yeah, I was like, this is a comedy podcast.
Hilarious.
Comedy podcast.
Jokes.
All right, let's.
Oh, squirt.
So really?
The nectar. It depends. With whiskey, squirt and whiskey.
Squirt. Oh,
when I go to music festivals, you know those camel packs that have the straw.
Oh, yeah.
Squirt and whiskey. That's all that's ever gone in my camel pack.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
squirt, whiskey, ice, and then straw.
I've heard of Sprite and whiskey and Sprite. My buddy used to get hammered. And he would just say, whiskey and Sprite all night. Whiskey and Sprite all night. Like, that was his go-to.
I had a whiskey Sprite earlier.
R.I.P. to Sierra Club. Mist, by the way.
Yeah. Have you heard why?
No.
So, I saw this on TikTok, I believe, but there's an influencer who goes by the name Sierra Mist. And I believe she was around before the soda Sierra Mist. She had the screen name online before the soda. So now Sierra Mist had to rebrand. Jamie.
Oh my God. Yeah, now it's Starry?
So now
That's
it's
why?
Starry. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
lady, give us back the Sierra Mist. Starry is not the same. It doesn't taste the same. It's different. I don't like it. I want Sierra Mist back.
the thing is, it probably tastes exactly the same.
I know.
The packaging, it makes a difference.
It does.
It makes a difference.
I like the blue and green.
Starry sounds like one of those like Dr. Thunder or like
Yes,
generic drinks.
exactly.
Like, that's
RC Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RC's dope.
Yeah, RC is
so
pretty
good.
good. RC is pretty
You can't.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Whoa, now.
Yeah.
You crossed the Midwest line.
Whoa! Everything comes to a halt.
I just fucking it up.
Don't you dare! You can ethnic cleanse all you want, but don't you dare slander RC Cola.
RC Cola is so good, dude. There was an RC Cola vending machine on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I kind of wanted to buy it. I almost bought it.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
But yeah, Starry Sierra Mist, man. Give him the name back.
R.I.P. I used to go to because Taco Bell had Sierra Mist, and we would go there all the time. And I don't know why, but one time I just started saying Sierra Mist, but I started slurring it. Like I would talk completely normal during the whole thing, and then they'd be like, "What do you want to drink?" I'd be like, "Can I get a large Sierra Mist?" And they'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "Can I get a large Sierra Mist?" Like that. Like I'm sorry, I can't. There's a Sierra Mist. Like that, and for the longest time, my wife would text me and be like, "Could you pick me up a thermal?" Like it would just be like, it would always just be a jumble of letters, and I would be like, "Oh, okay, I know what that is."
That's awesome.
You can't do that with Starry.
No,
I mean you could, but it's
slowly.
whatever. But just look at the can, man. It's just that's so much better looking. That's why I didn't put Starry in here,
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
no.
it makes it look generic and it makes it feel not Sierra Mist.
Do you know why Squirt doesn't belong with Sprite and Sierra Mist?
Because of the color of the can. Is that what we're...
No.
I thought it was
It's
one of these things
actually-
is not like the other kind of...
Well, I mean, yeah. But actually, no, it is different because it is, I think it's...
Grapefruit?
Grapefruit.
I think
That's
it's
what it was.
grapefruit
It's
drink.
grapefruit.
Yep.
And the rest are lemon lime.
Dude, do you remember Fresca?
Oh, yeah.
That was a grapefruit drink also.
Yeah. I
Bring
love
back-
Fresca.
What's up? Yeah.
There was
more grapefruit drinks.
So there's a water brand in Okinawa that I had in Japan where it was like water and grapefruit juice combined. It was called Aquafina, and it was huge. It would come in a giant couple liter size thing, and you could chug it, and it was super sweet. It kind of like it was like, but not like artificial soda sweet, but like naturally like just good.
Yeah.
And you'd chug the whole thing, and then like 5 minutes later, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh!" And you'd watch somebody like because it made you shit your pants, like you wouldn't
Or you
understand.
could not chug the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or
You
could
read the back of
sip
it,
it
and
like
it's
a
like
human.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. But it's like that impulse control I told you about. Like you just sit there and you're just like, "Oh man, that's delicious. This is delicious." Then you just chug the whole thing, and you're like, "Oh well, that's gone. At least I'm hydrated." And then a couple minutes later, you're like, "Oh no!" You just have to run.
Like, you know how you do something totally unreasonable and then something expected happens? Yeah. Like that. Yeah, you know how when you make a whole meatloaf and eat the whole thing and your stomach starts hurting? Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, it's weird how oh, strange. You ate 3 large pizzas and you got your belt's not fitting the same. Huh.
Crazy
Weird.
how that happens.
Oh, strange.
Totally unrelated.
We'll skip this soda. Oh. Which one's the best out of the dollar store brands?
Dollar General.
We got Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar.
The General.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to the Dollar General.
You got to.
You have to. First off, it's everywhere.
Yeah. My town has 2 and no grocery stores. My town.
That's right.
Yeah, my town has 2 dollar stores, no other businesses, basically.
I drove through there twice.
Yeah.
Once on Sunday and once on Monday. And it actually it looked like
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's it looked like it was turning around.
it is. We got a grocery store finally.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a plus. So still $2 stores.
I don't know. Family Dollar. I don't trust Family Dollar though.
I don't either. I don't like the colors.
The colors, yeah.
I don't know what
Something
it is.
about it.
And Dollar Tree. Yeah, I don't know about Dollar Tree either.
Dollar Tree's. I think Dollar Tree's a little bit nicer than people give it credit for.
They got
but
balloons, don't they?
yeah, you can get balloons there.
Okay.
That's why I'm down with. I'm not totally neglecting the Dollar Tree because the balloon selection is usually pretty good. I mean, man, that is kind of a sad. That's a sad message, right? Like showing up with a Dollar Tree balloon to a birthday party or like a supervised visit.
Hey,
you know,
man,
like
there's no tags on it. They don't
yeah,
know where it came
that's
from.
true. Hey, Buzz Lightyear is Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Buzz Lightyear didn't know where he came from. He doesn't care. He's just happy to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Where's your trapped air?
Yeah, exactly. Where's your trapped air? Where's your trapped air in a dinosaur
I
shape, huh?
trapped air and brought it to you.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
here you go. Okay, these are the best St. Louis foods, right? And actually, one of them's not on there.
What's that on the right?
So we got gooey butter cake, we got toasted ravioli, and then waffle cones.
Oh, waffle cones is a St. Louis food?
Yeah, it was invented at the World's Fair here.
Ooh, okay. Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
in St.
And then
Louis.
what's the Provel cheese? Is that the other one? Or-
Provel, yeah.
Oh, Provel.
No, the other thing that's not on there is pork steak.
Pork
Not
steak
a
is
pork,
a St. Louis?
Not a pork chop, but a pork steak. It was invented up here in St. Louis, and it's just in like the Midwest.
Okay, with like the bone-in pork steak?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was a... I didn't know that was a
If
Midwest
you go,
thing.
my buddy Tommy, who lives in Connecticut, he came down for a visit, and I was like, "Oh, let's get some pork steaks," and he thought I meant pork chops.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, and I explained it to him. He says he's looked all over, and people are like, "We have no idea what you're talking about." It's just like a Midwest thing.
Dude.
Pork steaks, so good.
I think we have several things like that. Dude, I was in Minneapolis, and I was at a Mexican restaurant, and I tried to order chicken, cheese, and rice.
Oh,
And they had no clue what I was talking about.
that's not. I didn't realize that was just a Midwest thing.
Dude, I was like, chicken, cheese, and rice. And they're like, what? I was like, just chicken, cheese, and rice. And they're like, those three things? I was like, yeah, together on
Yeah.
a plate.
And no
Yeah,
idea.
No clue. And I was like, yeah, the burrito, please.
When I was in California, they didn't know the queso dip.
Yeah,
They had no idea what I was talking about.
that's insane.
They were like, "What?" And I was like, "What do you? The white cheese
well,
that's
it's
like
because
liquid?"
it's the
And-
white cheese.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I mean,
because
like-
it's not actually.
Yeah, I tried so hard. We went to so many restaurants and we searched and searched and searched for it, and it's just not a thing. I think it's like a Tex-Mex thing.
Yeah,
So it's like
it's like the white
but
version of.
yeah. California is like authentic, and they were just like, "No, what?" And we didn't know that. We didn't realize like.
Yeah.
It was such a my wife was miserable. That's her whole favorite thing is the queso dip.
No, you're not getting like lettuce and tomato on your tacos. Like,
Yeah.
they're just cilantro, onions, boom. Like, there you go.
But those are so good.
So much better than, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I ordered a taco at a Mexican restaurant in Cape the other day, and they gave me lettuce and stuff on it. I was like, excuse me. I was like, this is a white person taco. I was like, I ordered a taco.
I want the real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bold statement, but I would say that the Midwest has some pretty damn good Mexican food.
We have pretty good Mexican food, yeah.
I would say you go into any small town in Missouri, there's going to be one Mexican restaurant, and it's going to be amazing.
Well, it's a pretty good Mexican-ish food. Like,
Yeah.
Mexican food. Like, if you're out in California,
okay,
like,
all
those,
right.
like, street tacos
Yes.
and stuff, those are top-notch.
People
Like,
are just lighting up the comments and be like, "How dare you?"
yeah, no.
Stupid
This is not
idiots in
Mexican.
the said Missouri has
We
the
got the best
food.
Mexican.
We do. Missouri has the best. Missouri is for Mexican food. I'm taking a hard stance right now. Did you hear that? I'm looking dead in the camera. Missouri has the best Mexican food. The defense rests. I don't know. That's such a bold claim. That's just like me asking, like, where does Korean food get? It came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Korean food. Nah, buddy. I think it was Korea. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Skip that. Okay. Well, I mean, we just covered that, but What's the best dip to put your tortillas with? Salsa, guac, or queso?
It depends, man. Honestly,
If
they're
you could
all
only
good.
keep one.
If I could only keep one, I think I gotta go with the queso because that's what I always get. But guacamole, if it's well done, is so good.
Honestly, I gotta go salsa. I love it. I love it. I understand it's the free one. It's the freebie. It's the one everybody gets. But when it's good, it's so good.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
sometimes
right.
you go to a restaurant and it's like super chunky or it's too runny or whatever. But there are some restaurants that, man,
Yeah.
they just get it right. You know?
No, you're like I said, all of these could be way better than the rest. It just depends on
Yeah.
where you get it, and yeah, a good guac though is amazing.
Yeah, that's true. It's.
But the cheese,
I know the cheese.
oh, the cheese.
How are you dipping? If you're okay, so
Actually, I usually do cheese with a little bit of salsa on it
yeah.
too.
But
Yeah.
and you did it in the correct order.
Yeah, yeah.
You went cheese to salsa.
Well, you have
You
to.
can't go salsa to cheese.
No, you
can't-
don't want to
it's just-
salsa up your cheese.
well, yeah, and the salsa is cold, so it makes the cheese cool down faster, and then it kind of comes. You know, it's not as good once it's not hot, and then sometimes it gets like layer on top, like a pudding skin.
Yeah.
But you just gotta, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, you can't go salsa to cheese. That's the whole point.
No,
All
yeah.
right, listen, people.
All right.
You can't go salsa to cheese. You have to go cheese to salsa. It just works. And
Yep.
then every like third dip into the salsa, you have enough leftover cheese that just gets its own dip.
Dude.
I mean, look at me. I figured this out. Okay, let's be honest. If we were, did you see how when it came to music, I was like, okay, I don't. These are concerts, like
Yeah.
you know. But then it comes to Mexican food, I'm like, all right, listen. Here's what you got to do. Like I've got a game plan, just years of research. Oh man, again, more. If you were gonna,
Okay, hold on. Birria tacos?
Yes.
Or birria? Kind of trash.
really, you're not a fan?
Dude, I've never had them with good like consomme, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've never had it with flavorful. It's always like bland.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want it to be like
Okay.
kind of spicy or like salty. Like I want something more.
That is true. There is times where you dip it in and you're like, all this did was make it soggy.
Yeah, it
Why
just
did
makes
I-
it's just like wet. It's just like water. Like it just doesn't feel like a sauce. It
Yeah.
feels like
It's
a
like
lube.
a broth.
It's like a
It's-
lube.
yeah.
I feel like I'm in a hot dog eating contest. I just fucking
You're just Joey Chestnut. Yeah, it's like, why did I make my taco soggy? I don't understand. Sometimes it's good. Have you had it from Don Carlos
no.
in Jackson? That was
Okay.
pretty good. I had the quesadilla version
Okay.
of it because it
All
was
right.
like loaded with cheese.
See, and I
but-
feel like, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like I've only had like, I don't know, just maybe not good versions of it. Like
Yeah.
I really want. It looks delicious. That looks amazing right there.
Yeah,
like that
it
looks
looks
like
fantastic.
everything I want. But then I eat it, and I'm just so always disappointed.
Yeah, I love a good quesadilla. It's always clutch.
Mm-hmm.
You can never really mess up a quesadilla either. But I gotta go to burrito.
Yeah,
Burrito's my favorite.
I do like a good burrito.
That's the best.
Yeah,
the
that's
best
probably my
Mexican
favorite.
food burrito. I mean,
Chicken cheese.
chicken. I mean, yes, chicken, cheese, and rice is so good. It's so good. Oh, but
Oh, and shrimp tacos. I do love a good shrimp or a fish taco.
yeah,
Those
that's
are both.
weird. I almost
My go-tos are usually shrimp tacos and chicken cheese and rice. I
have
usually
you
get
had
both.
condado taco? That's right down there.
No.
It's delicious.
Okay.
It's you'll
We
have
need
to
to eat more
come
places.
up. Yeah, we come up here sometime during the day. We'll hang
Yeah,
out. We'll
yeah.
go there. It's pretty delicious. It's
Quesadilla, like, probably unpopular opinion, but my go-to quesadilla would be Taco Bell.
that
They're so
it's
good.
Hey,
It's
I'm
not
with
too
you.
much chicken. It's saucy. It's yeah.
and when
See,
it
that
when
looks
they
like too much chicken.
that yeah. I don't know. At least it looks like good quality chicken.
It
But
does
I'm
look like
with
good
you.
quality chicken, but yeah,
When everybody knows like Taco Bell is kind of like you 40% of the time it's going to be wrong.
yeah.
But when you get it right, it is.
But a good 50% of that 40%, you're getting way more food than you paid for. Dude, I've gotten home on like a $10 order and had like 20 tacos in my Dude, they just give me a fucking garbage bag full of tacos.
Especially if you go late at night and they're like,
yeah,
hey, we're just trying to get rid of this.
And somebody's ordering drunk food and they give you somebody's order on accident. And it's like, dude, I just got these 4 sorority girls Taco Bell order for $12.
I've had that before. Sometimes I get that there's a QT like on the way home, and I'll stop in there sometimes, and they'll just be like, "Hey, anything you want from the roller section, it's free. We're getting ready to," and I'm just like, jackpot. I mean, I'm just like loading up. I'll like save them for tomorrow, like put them in the fridge when I get home.
You're just sitting in the parking lot waiting on them to pull out a trash bag.
Yeah. Like, hey. I run in like I'm interrupting a wedding. Stop the wedding! Stop!
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I miss it. I'm a second too late. No! That's ridiculous. Best pizza topping. If you had to go, I mean, pepperoni, cheese, or sausage. That's just a...
Okay, pepperoni then.
I mean, if you can pick whatever you want, if you have a better suggestion. But I gotta go cheese. And the only reason I go cheese is because it's on every pizza. So it has, right? Mm-hmm. And ever since...
So wait, can I not have cheese if I have pepperoni?
No. You can also have it. All right. I'm not a monster, Julian.
Just breaded pepperoni.
I'm a gracious host. I will allow the cheese. No, ever since, I don't know if you remember in Home Alone 2, but Kevin McAllister in the back of the limo.
I swear to God, that's what I was thinking about when you said cheese pizza.
Yeah, the large cheese pizza.
Cheese.
Ever since that, it just sticks out in my head. I don't even like cheese pizza that much.
Yeah.
I would rather have a pepperoni.
Oh, yeah.
But I just go back to it. I just go back to it all the time.
Oh, and a good cheese pizza is amazing.
Yo, and it's so hard to just top. Sometimes you forget, like I love like a buffalo chicken pizza, and I've had pizza with like macaroni and cheese and pulled pork on it, and you're like, oh, this is crazy, this is awesome.
Cheeseburger,
yeah,
like with the pickles on it.
Oh yeah, and it's great. And then you go back to the basics, and you're like, oh yeah. That's what this was about. Yeah.
Do you ever go to Pizza Inn?
Yeah, I love Pizza Inn.
Dude, we go like once or twice a week. It's so ridiculous.
So good.
It's so good. The dessert pizzas are
the chocolate chip pizza is.
Dude, the cinnamon swirl pizza, it's like a coffee cake, dude.
I love that.
We gotta get the girls together and go to Pizza Inn.
Kelly loves it. Kelly, we all do.
Like I said, weekly, at least once a week. It's insane. Yeah, we're regulars.
Here's if you had to pick the best out of these three: Beyonce, Taylor Swift, or Rihanna.
Music, Beyonce.
Yeah. I would say.
Taylor Swift, actually, all three of those are, I don't know, but Beyonce, like, yeah, dude.
I would definitely say Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
As far as...
Well, Beyonce has one of my favorite, like, R&B songs of all time. So, Love on Top is an amazing song. And, yeah. I'd have to go with Beyonce.
Rihanna, I think Rihanna gets a special place in my heart because of... You ever seen the movie Home with the alien?
It's so good.
And O? Yeah. I
dude,
love it.
It's so good.
That's such a good movie.
Dude, I was hanging out by myself late one night after watching that movie, and I started thinking about it, and Allie wakes up the next morning, and I was like, babe, hear me out. Like, I'm pretty sure the movie Home was about colonialism and America. And I was explaining all this to her. And then we fucking look it up, and it is.
It is?
It is about that. It's basically like an analogy of, like, people coming in and taking Native Americans' land and, like, using what was useful and, like, throwing the shit out that wasn't, basically.
Oh, no.
And, like, Australia, like, in that sense, is, like, the reservation. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Oh. I was thinking about it, and then I, like, started reading this stuff, and there's, like, it's exactly what it is. So like,
now I'm sad.
I know, but it's so good. It made it so much better for me. I was just like, this is, like, I love when movies mean more than.
I like it too, but now I'm sad. Like it was just like a fun, like
Yeah.
I went to an
But it's
art.
us being exploited at least, not like
Yeah, that's true.
us exploiting.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it usually is.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's just like, oh, okay. All right.
Can't just enjoy things.
When we were in
cute.
Texas, we went to an art museum, and there was this painting that I really liked. It was huge. It took up the whole wall. Bright colors, weird shapes. Like it was kind of I don't think it was abstract. I don't really know much about art, but it was really cool. It just really drew my attention, and I spent maybe 5 minutes just staring at it. And Ben Johnson, shout out Ben Johnson, was there with me, and he was like, "Oh, what's this painting about?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just like it. I like the colors. I like the shapes." He goes, "Well, go read the plaque." And I was like, "I don't want to read the plaque. I want it to be like what I want it to be. I don't want it. It's going to change as soon as I know what it's about.
Yeah.
And what if it's something bad? What if it makes me feel sad?" And he's like, "No, it won't be anything like that." And I go and I read it, and it was like, it represents the rape of the native humans. And it was like, it just made me so, and I was like, and now I'm sad.
Oh,
again.
man, that used to be.
Yeah, it used to bring me happiness. And now I realize, like, I'm the bad guy. It was so, like,
Oh, man.
oh, it's so sad. But then it's like, okay, well, at least now I know what the artist was trying to say. And it does made me think about it probably more than I would have.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, oh, I like this. This is nice. You
Yeah.
know? And then I went back and looked at it again, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a teardrop. I'm sad again. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, so I loved Home. I don't know if I'll be
You
able to
still
watch
love
it
it.
again. I'm going to have to whisper to my wife, be like, did you know that this is about? And then we'll both be like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep.
well, sorry.
All of those movies are about something deeper. Every
Yeah.
single one of them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you ever seen that video? There's a white lady talking to a black lady, and the black lady says like, "Hi, my name's like Rebecca or something," and the white lady's like, "Oh, that's such a pretty name." She goes, "Yeah, I'm named after my great grandmother who's a slave," and the white lady goes, "I'm sorry," like that.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh so hard. It's just like, I'm sorry. Like, dude, that's.
Oh, it's so good.
I feel like that happens so often now, and I'm just like, oh, we're sorry. Oh, if you were gonna, best type of breakfast potato. You got like the diced home fries.
Mm-hmm.
You got the hash browns, or you can have the. What are the other? Oh no, I'm forgetting.
The shredded hash
The
browns?
shredded hash browns, or the like brick McDonald hash browns.
I would go with the potatoes O'Brien style things over
yeah.
here are
Oh,
super
yeah.
dope. But, dude, have you had Wendy's breakfast?
I didn't know Wendy's had a breakfast.
Dude, Wendy's breakfast is crazy. First of all, they have a honey butter chicken biscuit, which is insane.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Honey butter chicken biscuit. It's so good. But the potatoes that they serve with it are like these little wedges, like seasoned wedges.
Oh,
Dude, they are so on point.
the seasoned wedge it almost doesn't
good.
get to qualify as a fry.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
It's so good.
I
Not the meaty ones, not like the big ones,
yeah,
but like the little.
I do love those too. Sometimes they
I like
use
the
the
little
same
crispy ones.
Oh
like-
yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes they use the same batter that they use for like chicken or chicken
Yeah.
strips.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those are so good.
Dude, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, Wendy's wedges for breakfast are fucking on point.
Wendy's breakfast.
So good.
I never would have
Honey butter
thought.
chicken biscuit.
Honey
yeah,
but-
I had one this weekend.
Is the biscuit all right? Because sometimes you get a biscuit and it's like the driest.
Oh
thing
yeah,
you've
no,
ever
it's
had.
good. It like falls apart, but it's like, oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so soft.
And it's
Okay.
like got butter and honey on it.
The honey butter chicken biscuit.
Yeah, exactly.
It also has a little chicken too. Like, it's pretty good. They named it well.
It's pretty well named.
Yeah, they did. They crushed it.
You don't have to guess what's in it.
Okay. Best. So for breakfast, pancake, waffle, French toast. Which one's the best?
Dude, it depends. Honestly, if this is gonna be a little dark, but if my grandmother were still alive, it would be pancakes. Because she made the craziest pancakes, like mushy, crispy edges.
Oh.
I had a dream once that she taught me how to make them, and I woke up and I couldn't even try because I wanted the dream to be real. Yeah. And I was like, if I fuck it up, then I'm just gonna be like, either she gave me bad directions, but dude, I'm pretty sure she just like fried the pancakes in butter. Like I'm pretty sure it was just like
that sounds so good.
Dude, they were so good.
I'm not a huge waffle guy because I don't ever feel like it cooks evenly, and if you like put the syrup on, it doesn't transfer well. Yeah. Like you'll get like some sections fill up, and then the other sections are bone dry, and it's like the butter doesn't spread. Like a good pancake, it just melts over top. You know.
Yep.
I don't know. What are your opinions on French toast?
Dude, I love French toast too.
Okay.
I do love waffles. I kind of like just like cheap, like basic Eggo waffles.
Oh yeah.
Like those are like.
Yeah. Dude, those are I enjoy those.
I would go. Yeah, I'd probably go French toast and then Eggo.
Really?
Waffle. Yeah.
French toast and then what would you prefer, the French toast stick or like the whole slice?
Oh, the whole slice, like homemade French toast.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
my
you're
wife
not
makes
messing
really
around
good French
with
toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do like the cinnamon and everything and the
the vanilla and yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. That's hard to beat right there.
It really is.
My daughter made some of these. All right. We don't really do. yeah. I keep forgetting that one's in there. I've seen it before,
Hilarious.
but she uploaded this one day.
I love it,
and I went and checked it out. I didn't see it until right when we started doing the podcast. But we were scrolling through, and they all just laughed. And Ronaldo was like, "Yeah, she wants you to think who's the better dad." I was like, probably him. You like Law and Order at all?
I do like Law and Order, dude. Yeah.
Which one would you say is the best? We got Criminal Intent.
Oh, dude, the
Original Recipe.
SVU.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go with SVU.
I like Criminal Intent personally. I thought that one was the best, but everybody hates that one for whatever reason.
They're both good. SVU is the one with Stabler and Benson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
that one's
especially heinous. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows that one. That one's definitely their like.
Yeah, and fucking Ice-T.
Oh yeah,
dude. Ice-T was like a criminal's best friend on that show. Like, just the laziest interrogator. Like, I'm not saying nothing. Guess he's not gonna talk. Just like, Ice-T always felt like he had somewhere else to be.
I can't quote his stuff. Okay, here we go. Did you get down with 90s TV at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I did watch TV in the 90s.
All right. I see. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Which one do you think is the best? Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, Full House. I know.
That's a really tough one. I'm gonna go with. I feel like you got to go with Full House. But Boy Meets World, Mr. Dude, all of them are so good.
I know.
Although, like, Saved by the Bell, I think I can put that one aside and say it's not better than the other two.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I feel like they were like, I don't know, man. It was like some sketchy premises sometimes and just some shady shit going on that show, so.
The only real premise I think I remember is the episode where Jesse was taking
drugs,
like, caffeine pills.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. And then you go back and watch and it's like 5 milligrams of caffeine or whatever. And it's just so she can stay up and practice singing or whatever. But it's like so clearly, like meth or something like that's what they were trying to show.
Oh, dude, that, and I remember Zach, like, driving a car through a building or something and blaming Slater for it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of a bad friend.
Oh, have you ever seen the series Zach Morris's Trash?
No.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so good, and it tells, like, why Zach Morris is so trash, about, like, how he just, like, sets Screech up and, like, does all this terrible shit. Like, I would say it'll ruin it for you.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
This is like home all
I'm
over
here
again.
to ruin your life.
Yeah, did you know Saved by the Bell is actually about the Spanish Inquisition? Yeah, it's all about how the Catholic Church dominated the Jews and drove out minorities. Yeah, you'll find it really
Exactly, man.
It's yeah, it's all about manifest destiny and how Christopher Columbus enslaved the native. You really enjoy it. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, did you know Boy Meets World's about the Third Reich? And you're like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, Mr. Feeney's actually Hitler. And you're like, oh, good, just ruin. Like, I just feel like I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for everything to come out. Like,
I'll ruin something else for you.
Before too long. Oh, you like hot sauce? Do you fuck with hot sauce?
I do like hot sauce.
Okay.
I love hot sauce.
All right, which one's the best? This is just a couple examples. Frank's, really? Red Hot?
Yep.
Wow.
Frank's Red Hot. That's what I grew up on. We had gallons of Frank in my cabinet growing up.
It's all right, but I feel like it's basic. It's not my favorite.
It is basic. That's why I like it.
I really love Valentina. I really love Cholula. And when I was in the Marines, I would do anything for a bottle of Tabasco. Because they would give you these like little tiny bottles in the MREs. And then after a while, they switched. I guess they got a new contract with Texas Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I almost rioted. Dude, Texas Pete is so trash. When you're used to Tabasco and then all of a sudden they just like take it away and they're like, oh, here's Texas Pete. It's basically just like a mild ketchup.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I want it back. Give me back my Tabasco.
Oh shit, we're gonna lose a war based on our hot sauce choices.
Dude, people were furious, furious to the point where people were getting in trouble. Like, hey, shut up about the Tabasco. Tapatio's pretty good. Louisiana, I enjoy that. It's not bad.
Louisiana, the red dot.
Yeah, this one on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's all right.
Yeah.
I that and Frank's are probably the only two I ever had growing up. And then Tabasco later on in college I was introduced to. But yeah, Frank's and Louisiana are my two go-tos. Cuz it goes on anything and like
it's true.
Yeah. And I eat like really like black like soul food, so like greens and like that kind of stuff. Frank's is just perfect. Vinegar. Yeah.
I would try Valentina. If you ever get a chance to try Valentina, I highly recommend
I've tried that somewhere at some like restaurant in Cape or something.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Burritoville maybe?
Probably. Tapatio is good, but it's really salty.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that. Cholula. Yeah,
I got some of that.
They have a chili garlic flavored one.
Okay.
Next level. It'll give me heartburn for days. The garlic and the I don't know, something about it, but every time I eat it, I'm like, ugh.
Dude, I'm so basic. Like I just like what I like. Like my
yeah.
Once you introduce different flavors of shit, I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm going back to.
Yep, my Frank's.
Ooh, what would you rather have, chicken wings or chicken thighs?
Dude, I want my wings that are in the car right.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right. Do you have anything to plug or promote? You want to throw your socials out one more time?
Oh, man. Socials at Illinois Law on TikTok, at Julian C. Watkins on Facebook is like the URL, but just Julian Watkins on Facebook. Doing stand-up shows with this guy here in St. Louis and Cape Girardeau and the surrounding areas, and always doing public speaking and just random shit.
He does it all.
So,
he does it all. So look for Julian. I'll put all your social media stuff in there.
Put like right here.
Appreciate you.
I just broke that.
No, it's not. It just slides right on. You're good. No, I appreciate you coming to do it. And I got to have you back. Well, I'll just have you back every year until I figure it out.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next week.
Thanks.